PTS TenTen plays very much like the Ninja Tool Master we all know and love. A continuous barrage of projectiles, a good range jutsu, and unique shuriken sequences all mesh nicely to mold a decent character at best. Anyways, let's get into the guide. Looking at PTS TenTen's combos on block. On block, PTS TenTen's up combo leaves the guard on blue and with a dash on yellow. Her down combo also leaves the guard on blue and with a dash on yellow. And lastly, her neutral combo also leaves the guard on blue and with a dash on yellow. Initially, her guard pressure is not good, but PTS TenTen has a block string as well. And at the higher levels of play, you will definitely need this to stand much more of a chance. As I'm pretty sure most of you know by now, having a block string forces your opponent to either sub or risk having their guard breaking, where you can then capitalize on extremely with the likes of an ultimate even. On hit, PTS TenTen's up combo simply pops the opponent up for a follow-up with an air combo. Her down combo ends with a nice close knockdown that you can sack setup off of. Or throw a bomb for more damage. And lastly, PTS TenTen's neutral combo also ends in a knockdown that you can sack set up after and throw a bomb as well for more damage. PTS TenTen's best combo for utility is probably her neutral combo, as during the first two sequences of shuriken, she can jump immediately. Not to mention that after finishing the combo, she can move immediately, making it really safe. It is also worth noting that once the first sequence of the shuriken is about 75% done, that the opponent cannot sub for the rest of the combo. The opponent must sub before this point, and you can even take advantage of people's unfamiliarity with the character and do something like this to make them waste subs. And since we're talking about PTS TenTen's combos on hit, it's worth noting that her damage is significantly under average. And that is because during the time CC2 nerfed her, they accidentally nerfed her combo damage into oblivion. I have no idea why they did this, but I really think it was an accident, considering in Generations, it was her jutsu that was an extreme problem and not her combo damage. PTS TenTen's air combo is good for the sole fact that after her hit 3 until the end, she throws shurikens. If your opponent subs here, not only will they sub in front, but if they continue to sub, you can even convert into a ground combo should they sub to the ground and not have their guard up. Ultimately, her air combo is one big sub trap should your opponent be unfamiliar with the character. However, if the opponent is familiar with the character, they will most likely opt to sub at the end or before hit 3 in order to properly punish you on this. This makes their game plan a little linear and allows you to defend against it even better, which is an edge in your favor. Moving on to some of our other tools, starting with her grab. PTS TenTen's grab pops the opponent in the air in a fashion that you can capitalize on with a dash into an air combo. It is also worth noting that TenTen's grab sends the opponent so high in the air that she has enough time to get a jutsu out right before they land. It is not as consistent on hitting the opponent, but consistent on hitting them, on forcing them to block. What is good about this setup is the fact that your opponent is forced to land and block, where you can then switch to a new character to take advantage of the pressure. TenTen's tilt has good range, decent startup, and causes a strike back on hit. A tilt cannot be canceled out of with her normal projectiles, but you can cancel out of it with your chakra projectiles. TenTen's normal projectiles are unique, as she is the only traditionally designed character with a sequence like a projectile-based character. Well, sorta, there's PTS Tamari, but that's another video. Anyways, on the ground you can press square up to 6 times for a shuriken sequence, whereas in the air she only has 5 sequences. This sequence, when done in the air low to the ground, has no lag, so this tool is really good for pressuring the opponent continuously. TenTen's jutsu on block doesn't do much damage, but where it truly shines is once it hits. On hit, it causes a lot of stun that TenTen initially can't capitalize on, but with leader switch can. And lastly, TenTen's ultimate can be used to break guards, as each projectile she throws in it does significant guard damage. However, a lot of the ninja tools tend to miss, so it isn't really that reliable, although it is still something to think about. Moving on to TenTen's Awakening. In Awakening, TenTen simply gains inherent boost and a slight damage increase in projectiles. Sadly, the character doesn't really become much better in Awakened state, and as a result, I would give his Awakening a 4 out of 10. It is worth noting that through the inherent damage boost, her combos actually began to do average damage. Well, it's slightly above average, but you know, it's pretty much standard damage that you would see from other characters that aren't awakened, which is interesting. There you have it, guys. There's PTS TenTen. As you guys have probably noticed, she's really a lackluster character. She isn't as strong compared to a lot of the other characters or even the PTS characters in general. And that's really unfortunate. I really wish that CC2 would have done more on the end to buff her, and that didn't happen. However, I showed you guys what I could with her, and ultimately that'll help you out in a lot of matches, but beware, as when people begin to learn the matchup, it's only going to get harder and harder to win with this character. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been another guide. Of course, leave a like if you enjoyed the video and share it so others can see it and learn how to play TenTen as well. And of course, you'll want to subscribe to see more of this content, and of course, you'll definitely want to subscribe as it's the best way to stay up to date on all of my content and see more of stuff like this. Thank you guys for watching. This is Mysterious Man Toby signing off.